I mean, over the years, I've literally been building companies, working with tech companies, doing software systems, multi-level marketing. I've done pretty much everything, and I've always tried to like tie it back to athletics or sports or the things that I'm really good at. And I've had some success sometimes I didn't have success. And what I realized is I was trying to build businesses and build platforms without building myself or exposing myself, right? I believe that when people are starting a business, they have a passion, they have a reason why, but you don't find out till later when they're doing a documentary on them or they're trying to understand what was the mindset of like a Steve Jobs or stuff like that. And I've come to realize that if I'm going to have any type of success in the businesses that I want to build to, so that it can last a long time, I think people have to know me. And what that means is not telling you everything about me, but it's one of those things that people by people. That's what you hear all the time, man. Even myself, like I research, CEOs and founders and, people who are doing incredible things. And you always learn about them and where they come from and how they used to think. And just, I think I spent too much time trying to perfect professionalism. You want to look the part, you want to dress the part, you want to say the right things. And I don't really think that has gotten me anywhere because it has gotten me into rooms, but I'm in these rooms and I don't feel like I have a voice or I'm respected enough. And not because of anything other than my own doing. Like I'm in these rooms, I know I belong in these rooms. I may have imposter syndrome or whatever the case may be, but it's only because I haven't shared like who I am or where I come from. And it's not about like being like creating some type of biography or like here's my journey from start to finish. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking like you enter into these spaces and you want to build something with people and you want to be respected. You have great ideas. You have great concepts, great frameworks, but somehow nobody wants to hear you talk about it. Nobody wants to listen to your pitch. Nobody wants to sit down and actually learn more about what you're trying to build. And that shit is frustrating because you got something good. Like it ain't like you came there with some random stuff, but nobody wants to listen. And people who know me know if you don't listen to me, that frustrates the hell out of me. Especially if I'm trying to tell you something good. But I go back thinking about when I was like first got into like entrepreneurship and I was like I'm trying to like build something that was I thought it was beneficial to people, but they didn't want to pay the price that I'm charging. They didn't want to commit to the length that I projected on the program. And as I reflect back on that, it's not that they didn't want to. They didn't know what made me the expert. They didn't know what my expertise was. I didn't even tell them where I came from because you try to hide or try to suppress like some of the things that makes you who you are or like makes you who you are, and it says this is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm so passionate about this, and I don't think anybody was shysting me. I shysted myself, and it makes me sit back and think. And this is a question for anybody: what have you been postponing to build because you're afraid to be seen as yourself?